bus station bento was responsible for that last track. So if you didn't dig it, send your wasabi-fueled rage at them. Here's another.
Till I'm black and blue, I don't think I'll ever loosen up. And I don't care what you do, if you're coming for it, better back up. And every day is brand new, gonna build it from the bottom up. I got one life, trying to get it right. Don't need you telling me what I should do. I'm a renegade, I'm unafraid. Don't need you telling me what I should do. Nobody can tell me nothing.
All right, good morning everyone in the SSBL. We have Going into our final weekend of regular season play here, and we got a lot of high intensity games here. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Sonics hanging on to slim hopes here. They have to win out. Win, and they guarantee themselves either a spot or at least a game 33. Sonics are going to be bringing out a juiced Wingspan How, which might go against their aspirations here. Letting it ride out, and the Dragons, I believe, are also letting it ride out. So without further ado, let's play some SMB. Dragons purely in this game for the glory. They have no stake in this one. Sonics, on the other hand, are in a do or die situation.
Number 13, Ashton Rock.
And that's a ground out right to McShadows, and that'll be thrown to Peck for the first out of the inning.
Number 10, Colton Cummings.
And strike three called. 2 outs. That'll bring up Lark Lushley. Not really having a great season at the plate. Does have 2 home runs, but hitting 230 at the plate just isn't really gonna cut it for someone hitting number 3, as she's gonna rip it right to McShadows to end the inning. Bolt Bree leading off for the Dragons. Oh, a 102-mile fastball for the first out of the inning.
Number 26, Quincy Sheffer.
And strike 3 called. 2 outs. That'll bring up Seth Peck to the plate. One, 2 count. That's gonna be popped up. That's gonna be a bomber special in front of the center fielder for a 2-out single. That'll bring up Tony Hardcore, having himself a great second half here. Runner's gonna go for second and safe. So you got a runner in scoring position. 2 outs for Tony Hardcore. He's gonna rip in center field, going back, and Cummings is able to cut it off and make the grab. We go to the top of the second. Beckett Burnell leading off.
6, Beckett Burnell.
And that's gonna be a grounder up the middle for the Sonics' first hit of the night.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 3, Asbestos Fan.
Asbestos Fan to the plate, hitting .373 on the season, 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. And swing and a miss, top of the zone for the first out of the inning. That brings up Vale Dean. .02 count. Popped into foul territory, 2-2 count. And that's going to go into right field. Drops right in front of Bellato. Puts runners on first and second. One out here. That'll bring up Donovan Instigate.
Donovan Instigate.
RBI 0 active. Already down 0-2 in the count.
Nope, that's outside. Ball outside.
And strike 3 called. 2 outs. Warden Grimes to the plate.
Warden Grimes.
Ball low.
Grounder right past his diving third baseman, running from third, heading home, and the Sonics will strike first here in the top of the second. RBI single with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Kaysen Espanol to the plate.
Ball that's low. Nope, outside.
And strike 3 call to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second, and it's McShadows, Trickster, and Bellato leading off for the Dragons.
Wade Shadows.
102-mile fastball for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brindley Trickster. Wingspan Howe already locked in, combined with his juiced fitness, it's going to be a tall task for the Dragons offense to hit against him. Maxed out velo, and he has 2 fastballs. Soft grounder right to Howe, throw to first, 2 outs. That'll bring up Kensley Bellato. And if his stats weren't tough enough, he also has a specialist, making it even taller task for these left-handed batters. And swinging a miss on the 103-mile fastball. We go to the top of the third. It's Brock, Cummings, and Lushley to the plate. Strike 3 call for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Colton Cummings, 0 for 1 tonight.
Nope, that's outside.
2-2 count.
Nope, that's high.
Full count. Strike 3 called, 2 outs. That'll bring up Lark Lushley, 0 for 1 tonight. Check swings at the low pitch. She's gonna ground up the middle, get on base here. 2 out single.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 26, Beckett Burnell.
Beckett Burnell on fire. And he's not gonna do anything with that. That's gonna be popped up and go foul. Cat thought that was gonna be caught, but guess not. 0-2 count here in the top of the third. Richmond has to be careful. Oh, gets the strikeout, brings him down to earth as we go to the bottom of the third. Bungalow leading off for the Dragons. Soft grounder to Espanol. Throw to first for the first out of the inning. That brings up Tommy Stiff Bottom.
That's low. Ball that's outside.
Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Bolt Bree, hitting 0 for 1 tonight.
No, that's high.
Check swing, 2-1 count. 2-2 outside. Popped up to Fan to end the inning. We go to the top of the fourth, and it's Fan, Dean, and Instigate to the plate.
First baseman, number 3, Asbestos Fan.
So through 3 innings, it's been a pitcher's duel with Richmond keeping up with the juiced Wingspan Howe.
Vale, Dean.
He's had himself a pretty solid half here. 3.5 ERA, 1.21 whip, and 22 strikeouts. It says he's going to give up a hit here. That rolls all the way to the wall, and that's going to be a 1-out double.
Now batting, the catcher, number 6, Donovan Instigate.
Donovan Instigate hits hips into right, and that's going to be a single. Advances the runner. Runners at the corner. 1 out for Warden Grimes. And he's gonna hit right. Oh, Peck. Cat makes the grab. Barely misses the tag. And Kaysen Espanol is to the plate. 2 outs. Runners at the corners.
No, that's outside.
Popped up into left, and that'll go foul. That one's not going to go foul. Can Sanfield cut it off? No, he can't. Drops right in front of Bungalows. Sonic score and make it a 2-0 game.
Number 13, Ashton Brock.
Ashton Brock hits it right up the middle. Runners on third, rounding third, heading home. Throw from center field, not in time. Sonics make it a 3-0 game.
Center fielder, number 10, Colton Cummings.
Foul ball, 1-1 count. Popped up to shortstop. That should end the inning. Sonic scored 2 and make it a 3-0 game as we go now to the bottom of the fourth. Oh, strike 3 called for the first out of the inning. That brings up Seth Peck to the plate. Seth Peck rips it foul, breaking a window in the process. Hope that building has baseball insurance. 2-2 count. Oh, a 103-mile fastball just zips right past him. Tony Hardcore, a off-season acquisition for the Dragons. He's been a key component here for their success this season. Has 6 home runs and 17 RBIs on the half. We're gonna go to the top of the 5th, and it's Leslie, Burnell, and Fan to the plate.
Fielder, number 11, Mark Lushley.
Grounder up the middle, and that's going to be a leadoff single. Larsh luckily gets her second hit of the night.
Now back, the second baseman,
Richmond starting to tire out there. 75 pitches and counting with Beckett Bernal at the plate. And he's going to hit up the middle. So runners on first and second. Nobody out. And that'll bring up Asbestos Fan to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. Tanner Mulberry to the plate. And watch out. He has Meltdown. Guess we don't have to watch out. Infield fly for the first out of the inning. And I said watch out because from my understanding, if a relief pitcher comes in with Meltdown, they can still trigger it because of the 2 runners that were let on base. I might be wrong with that, so someone will have to fact check me. I could have sworn that's how it worked. 3-1 count, runners on first and second for Vale Dean, and that's gonna be a walk. Bases are loaded here for the Sonics. Donovan Instigate got a single in his last at bat. Now with bases loaded, RBI 0 active, can he do something? Infield playing in. He's gonna pop it up into right. Is this enough to send the runner home? Bellato has an arm, so the runner doesn't even budge. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Warden Grimes, 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI single. And it's a swing and a miss. Oh, check swings on the curveball right down the middle. 2-2 count. Hits it right to Schaefer, who throws across the diamond and gets third out to end the inning. So Sonics load the bases but leave everyone stranded as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Wade McShadow, oh ho, whoa, how with the grab, 1 down. 0-2 count. Grounder up the middle, and that'll be the Dragons' second hit of the night. A 1-out single here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Kensley Bellato, 0 for 1 tonight. Lots of speed on first with a weak catcher arm. Look for a steal here. Howe does have the velo to get it to the pitcher quickly, and the steal attempt will be left hanging. Popped up. That'll be caught by Bernal for the second out of the inning. That brings up Swindle Bungalow, rattled at the plate, 0 for 1 tonight. Oh, 2 count. Howe on his 80th pitch of the night. Locked in and Juicer still hasn't lost stamina and gets another strikeout to end the inning. We go to the top of the 6th, and it's Kaysen Espanol leading off. Grounder to McShadow, throw to first for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Ashton Brock, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Grounder, oh, right past the diving shortstop for a 1-out single here in the top of the 6th. That brings up Colton Cummings, 0 for 3 tonight. Nope, Navarro to the plate or mound. Runner on first, 1 out. Already a 2-0 count. Runner goes for the steal, and that's just gonna be popped up into foul territory. Curveball at the bottom of the zone, full count. And that'll be a walk, so runners on first and second. One out for Lark Lushley. Has 2 hits tonight. And oh, nice slider from Navarro. Just gets the zone at the last second. And she's gonna hit it into left. Trickster picks it up. And that will load the bases for the Sonics once again. And this time they have Beckett Burnell to the plate. 2 for 3, 2 singles tonight. Does he have enough to blow this game wide open?
Ball outside.
2-1 count. 3-1, Mind Gamer and BB Prone working against the pitcher, and he still gets a zone. 3-2 count. Oh, he pops it up in center field. What goes up must come down. Bungalow picks it up, throws it home, and Peck is there to cut it off. Leaves bases loaded still. With Asbestos Fan to the play, and she's gonna hit it right to stiff bottom. So for the second time here tonight, the Sonics load the bases and leave empty-handed, keeping the Dragons in the game. And that's gonna be a walk. So Bolt Bree to the plate.
That's inside.
Quincy Schaefer 0 for 2 tonight.
No, that's outside. That's up.
And that's going to be a walk, so that's going to put the tying run at the plate in Seth Peck. Pressures increasing here at Lafayette Field. Wingspan Howe about to get his 100th pitch. He's juiced and locked in, but those stats are starting to dwindle here. And he's gonna load the bases. Tying run on first, and it's Tony Hardcore. He's done it all season. Can he do it one more time here in the Dragons finale? 1-0 count. 2-0 count. Howe cannot find the zone. And Hardcore's gonna rip it up the middle. Rudders running third, heading home, and the Sonics make it a 3-2 game. Runners advance even further. So tying run on third now, and it's Wade McShadows. And the wheels have just come off the rails here for the Sonics. Popped up into center field. That'll be caught by Cummings. Runners heading home, and the Dragons tied up with a 3-run inning here in the 6th. Brinkley Trickster to the plate, 1 for 2 tonight. And Trickster hits it high, going back. Does it have enough? Yes, it does. 2-run shot into right field, and the Dragons storm back and take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Make it a 5-3 game. Trickster's 7th home run of the half. 6 innings and 100 pitches later, the Dragons offense has woken up here. That's to be a grounder to Dean. Ends the inning as we go to the top of the 7th. Sonics now down 5-3 after a 5-run inning from the Dragons. Vale Dean leading off. Grounder right past the diving third baseman, so tying runs at the plate here in the top of the 7th. Nobody out, runner on first.
Now batting,
Luis Cray to the plate. Foul ball, 0-2 count. Check swings, 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That brings up Warden Grimes 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Oh, 0-2 count.
Oh, that's inside.
2-2 count. Pops up behind the plate. Second baseman chases that down for the second out of the inning. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Kaysen Espanol. Nope. Dame Hazeldeem to the plate. The first pitch slayer, but he doesn't really have a lot of power. But a hit in the gap could bring that runner home, perhaps. 0-2 count already. And strike 3 called. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and it's Bungalow, Stiff Bottom, and Bree to the plate. Grounder to Dean, throw to first for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Tommy Stiffbottom. Ball 1, 1-1 count. Grounder up the middle, and that'll be a 1-out single here in the bottom of the 7th. Bolt Bree to the plate, 0 for 3 tonight. Soft grounder right past first. Bernal picks it up and makes a throw to second. 2 outs. That'll bring up Quincy Schaefer. Rough throw in the dirt. And that'll be caught by Dean to end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th, and it's Brock, Cummings, and Lushley to the plate.
number 13.
That goes right past the diving first and second base, puts the tying run to the plate. Ivor Huffman, Dragons burning through their bullpen in the final game of their season. Runners goes for a steal, and that's going to be foul. Oh, strike 3 called. 1 down brings up Lark Lushley, 3 for 4 tonight.
That's inside.
That rips up the middle. Not really the middle, but you get the idea. And that'll bring Beckett Bernal to the plate, 2 for 4 tonight. Runners on first and second. Does Bernal have enough in the tank here? And he rips one foul. 0-1 count. Soft grounder. Oh, tough dive from first. Peck picks it up. McShadows with the throw to first in time. Keeps the bases from being loaded once again. And is Asbestos fan to the plate. 0 for 4. Tense. Can she work against the locked in Hoffman with 2 outs here? And Schaefer with a dive. Throw across the diamond in time. Sonics leave bases stranded once again. 15 hits and only 3 runs to muster out of that. And that's gonna be a walk. I'll bring up Tony Hardcore. Theodore Gates, 27 pitches, and he's gonna give up a single up the middle, puts runners on first and second, nobody out. That'll bring up Wade McShadows, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Iggy Roman to the mound. Runner's going for the steal, and the run... Oh no! Peck sprained his foot, but that doesn't really matter for them. Ooh, Bernal with the dive, throw it to first, 2 outs. So Dragons tack on an additional run, and that'll bring up Brindley Trickster to the plate. Dinks that foul. 1-2 count. And that will end the inning. Dragons put another run on the board. We go to the top of the 9th. It's a 6-3 game. Sonics need 3 to keep their playoff hopes within their control.
Now in the game, Aiden Singh.
Ball, that's inside. Ball.
Swing and a miss. 2-1 count.
That down.
And that just gonna go over the shortstop's head. Runner on first. Nobody out for the Sonics. Sonics sitting at 13-16. A loss here would guarantee them a below 500 record. Demi Gomez, the long reliever, hasn't really been that great on the mound this half. Has a 6.5 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 1.32 whip. She has her notorious K collector active. She's gonna get the pickup. Throw to Schaefer, throw to Trickster. Dragons pull off the Dragon special. 2 outs, and it's Warden Grimes to the plate. One, 2 count. K collector active. And swing and a miss. Final score 6-3. Dragons have a high-powered 6th inning to make it their 25th win on the season. Dragons did not get many hits tonight, but when they did, they made sure to bring them home. 6 runs, 6 hits. The opposite could be said for the Sonics. They got 16 hits, almost triple the amount of the Dragons, yet were only able to muster 3 runs. Sonics strike out 12 times, Dragons 8. Let's see here. Wingspan Howe gets the loss, going 5 1/3, giving up 4 runs. Navarro for the Dragons gets the win. Demi Gomez with the save. And it's Dean, Trickster, and Hardcore as your players of the game. Alright, 1 game down, 4 more to go. This is one that we're going to sim. Not dragons, knights. I doubt. No, I didn't even put ask for change, so we're just going to play ball. And I know retrievers had 2 changes here. So they get 2 juiced players,
What an absolute
and then Mac
powerhouse of a
over
track that
Dudley.
was. Now, capitalism.
1,000.
That was Donkey over Sawyer,
I was too.
and then
Yet
that
vicariously
was
took
Mac
the Jim
over
Webcam
Dudley.
world. It's an effort just to watch.
Play ball. Alright, a nice quick out, and we simulate. And the Retrievers get the win. A much needed win for them as they hang on to playoff hopes here. And now they get their true challenge here. And also something that just went noticed there, I believe the Knights have clinched the best odds for the number 1 seed, finishing 10-22 on the season. Express, I don't see any changes for them, so we'll just leave the lineup as is, and I'll leave the lineup as is for the Retrievers here, since the lineup still holds. Now this game's a must-win for both of these teams. The Express at 15-16, hanging on to the last playoff spot here. Trim Patterson to the plate. Retrievers at 13-17 they're in must-win territory here. They have to beat the Express to keep their playoff hopes alive. But an Express win here and a Liberty loss will seal the heroic conference in terms of who's making the playoffs. Maybe there's some jockeying between Moonshots and Area 51. But other than that, we just about have our seeding set there. Strike 2, full count. That one's hit high to the sky, but it drops down just in front of the wall into Cantu's glove to end the inning. Full count and swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That brings up Digit Fleshman. Oh, just past the diving third baseman. And Patton there. Are the Quacks eliminated with a Cyclones win? Let's take a look at the standings to confirm. So Cyclones win puts them at 16 and 16. Yes. Because in order for the Quacks to make the playoffs, it needs Cyclones to lose and the Serpents to lose at least one, along with the Quacks having to win their game. Quacks have to win no matter what. However, they also need the Cyclones and Serpents to lose. Wait, but the Cyclones and Serpents both need to lose. No, that can work out. If the Cyclones lose and the Serpents win, but then the Serpents lose their next game, they would still be 15 and 17. So a Cyclones win eliminates the Quacks. And the Volts for that matter.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13.
And the Serpents. So a Cyclones win cleans up the Epic Conference seeding, because that would put them at 16 and 16. Serpents would drop to 17 losses, and then the Volts and Quacks would be subsequently out as well.
Now back, designated hitter, number 6, Pine Beaver.
Right, 2 outs. That will bring up Albert Avalos, 256 on the season. That's hit into left field, caught by Brazon to end the inning. We go to the bottom second, and it's McForsham, Donkey, and Lucero to the plate. Our fitness and mojo reset for the playoffs? Yes. How we'll do it, Whitney, correct me if I'm wrong here, but for the wild card round, we create a postseason bracket for, and then after doing that, we get those teams, then we put them into a playoff bracket with the remaining teams that were on bye, and then we have our full playoff mode there. And yeah, that's another note there. We go into elimination mode for the playoffs. Strike 3 called, 2 outs. That'll bring up Buddy Stone. And strike 3 ends the inning. We go to top of the third. Nadia Garrison leading off.
Nadia Garrison.
And strike 3 called. 1 down brings up Edwin Valenzuela.
23, Edwin Valenzuela.
Grounder up the middle, and that will put a runner on with 1 out.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 21, Mitch Rilo.
Mitch Rilo hits it right through the gap. Runner can make it home. Runner's running third, heading home, can't too. Throw will not be in time, and the Express get on the board here with an RBI double. Make it a 1-0 game. It's high, it's far, and it's almost gone. Double advances the runner from second to third, and now 2 runners are on, 1 out for Cecilia Kent. Two count. Oh, outside looking, strike 3 called. Timber Patton to the plate, 0 for 1 tonight. Grounder to McForsham, and that will end the inning. So Express leave 2 runners stranded in scoring position, but they do score a run and make it a 1-0 game going to the bottom of the third. Morgan Mapp rips into left field, but it just doesn't have enough warning track power for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Screw Brazone. Oh, just right past first, and that'll be a 1-out single for the Retrievers. Deja Fleshman to the plate, 1 for 1 with a single. No accuracy on the mound for Stiff Bottom. Tier 3 distractor doing wonders. Runner, that goes foul, 2-2 count. And strike 3 called, 2 outs. That'll bring up Dahlia Roach, 0 for 1 tonight. And that will be safe at the plate. 2-2 count here, 2 outs. Oh, strike 3, swing and a miss on the slider inside. We go to the top of the 4th, and it's 4-5-6 up for the Express.
Dozen rolls.
And strike 3 calls, swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. Brings up Pine Dealer. Soft grounder right past short, and that'll be Copa Lucero.
Now batting, catcher number 35, Albert Avalos.
A runner goes for the steal, and oh, the cannon arm is not enough. Interesting there. How did the cannon arm not beat that? I guess the Steeler trait was more powerful that time. And that's going to be a walk, so runners on first and second for Nadia Garrison. 1 out in the top of the 4th. Okay, you made it to second, but surely you're not going to try going for third with that cannon arm, right? Soft grounder to McForsham. Throw it to second. Oh, spikes it in the dirt. Fleshman able to pick it up though. Runners advance. And it's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Edwin Valenzuela pops it up, and that will be caught to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 1-0 game with Cantu McForsham to the plate. Grounded to Rilo, throw to first for out number 1. That'll bring up Gurney McForsham. 0 for 1 tonight. McForsham hits it high, going back. It has enough. Just gets over the wall in the center field, and the Retrievers have tied it up. Made it a 1-1 game. 428 into dead center for McForsham's 3rd home run of the half. Sarah Donkey to the plate here. Soft grounder to Sif bottom, throw it to first for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Talia Lucero. 0 for 1 tonight. And strike 3 called to end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and it's Rilo, Patterson, and Kent to the plate. McForsham picks it up, runs it down to first for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 22, Trim Patterson.
Grounder up the middle, and the Express get a runner on first. 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Now batting.
Cecilia Kent to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. Runner goes for the steal, tests the cannon arm, and he's not in time. Gets caught on the base paths, and it's 2 outs. Kent hits it high, going back to the wall. It has enough this time. Just over the fence at Sakura, and it's a 2-1 game. Look at that arc. 405 for Kent's 6th home run of the half. It's 2-1 Express.
Number 8, Timber Adams.
Pops up to second, and Copa Lucero to end the inning. Express get a solo shot and make it a 2-1 game as we go into the bottom of the 5th. Stiff bottom locked in on the mound. Has kept the Retrievers offense in check here as he gives up a leadoff double. Alright, we're 2 for 2 tonight. Praising the pitcher, and then they immediately give up a hit. Can we keep the streak going? So Steeler on second. Nobody out. That's gonna get past shortstop. Oh, he misses it. Runners running third, heading home. Garrison throw is not in time. The Retrievers tie things up. It's 2-2. Nobody out. Screwbazon hits it high, going back, and it's gone. 2-run shot breaks the tie here. 4-12 into center for his 5th home run of the half. It's 4-2 Retrievers. Guy Calderon to the plate. Mound. Ooh, Rilo with a jump for the first out of the inning. Check swing, 1-2 count. Calderon with the grab, 2 outs. How did the sim go? Retrievers won 4-2 against the Knights. Hector Bessie hits it high. Is it have enough? Yes, it does. Solo shot cuts the lead down to 1 here. 4:39 into center. 4 dozen rolls. 2nd home run of the half. It's 4-3 Retrievers. I need to update these scores here. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Albert Avalos 0 for 1 with a walk. Swing and a miss for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Nadia Garrison 0 for 2 tonight. Grounder right past the diving second baseman. Makes 2 outs. Tying run on first. It's Edwin Valenzuela. Runner goes for the steal. Oh! That could have been the tying run with how hard that was hit, but the steal allows the second baseman to get right in front of the ball. So we're here in the bottom of the 6th. Retrievers up by 1. Playoff hopes on the line here. Need a win to stay alive. Sarah Donkey to the plate, 0 for 1. Grounded to Patterson across the diamond, and that'll be 2 outs. Brings up Talia Lucero, 0 for 2 tonight. Grounder right to dozen rolls, and that will end the inning. 3 up and 3 down. Top of the 7th, still a 3-4 game. Check swing, 0-1 count. Going back to the wall. Does it have enough? Yes, it does. Solo shot in the center field ties the game. It's 4-4, 4:26 for Rilo's 3rd home run of the half. Eddie Ortiz coming in to pinch hit. Express smell blood with Hector Bessie on the mound. Nobody out, and the pressure's beginning to rise. Tier 3. Eddie Ortiz rips into the gap. That's going to drop into warning track. Runners running first, heading for second, and the Express get the tie-breaking run on second. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. It's Cecilia Kent, who had a solo shot tonight. Center field. Kent, does that have enough? Though, no, can't cut it off. Runners running third, heading home, and the Express score on the RBI triple. Cantu didn't have the speed to catch it. Dan Butcher on the mound now. Nobody out. Runner on third. And it's 5-4 Express. Grounder right to Lucero. Throw it to first for out number 1. Runner advances, makes it a 6-4 game. Hits it high into center field. Caught by Cantu for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Pine Dealer 1 for 3 tonight. Grounder up the middle, and that'll be 2 outs. Runner on first. Runners goes to the steal. Who wins the battle here? It's the cannon arm to end the inning. Express put up 3 and retake the lead. It's 6-4 going into the bottom of the 7th. Buddy Stone leading off. Ollie Castro at third now for the Express. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. Morgan Mack to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI single. Soft grounder to Castro across the diamond for the second out of the inning. That brings up Screw Brazon, 2 for 3 with a home run and single. Grounded to Patton for the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the 8th, and it's Avalos, Garrison, and Valenzuela to the plate. Ball 1, 1-2 count. And that just drops into fair territory. Runners at first, nobody out on the leadoff single to begin the 8th.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Nadia Garrison.
0-1 count. Grounder up the middle, and the Express put 2 runners on, looking to add insurance here in the top of the 8th. Edwin Valenzuela to the plate, 1 for 3 tonight with a single. Swing and a miss, 0-1 count. Two count. And that's gonna go right past the diving shortstop. Runners running third, heading home. Runners advance, and it's a 7-4 game. Nobody out with Mitch Rilo to the plate. 2 for 3 tonight with a solo shot and a double. And he's gonna get another RBI tonight, his 3rd here with the home run, double, and single. Ollie Castro to the plate. Express beginning to run away with the game here. 8-4 in the top of the 8th. Dan Butcher tense on the mound. And they could give up another hit. Runners running third, heading home, and the Express make it a 9-4 game. Cecilia Kent to the plate, has a home run and triple tonight. Rusty Diligence. I think if Cecilia Kent brings these 2 runners home, we sim from here. Well, Express get their, or Retrievers get their lifeline. Timber Patton, 0-2 count. Soft grounder to the shortstop. The Fleshman picks it up across the diamond, and that will end the inning. Express put up 3 to make it a 9-4 game going into the bottom of the 8th. Retrievers on life support here. They need 5 runs to keep their playoff hopes alive. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. Dahlia Roach to the plate, 0 for 3 tonight.
There's a strike. Oh, that's outside.
Inside pitch, 1-2 count. Soft grounder to the catcher for the second out of the inning. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. It's Doyle Cantu to the plate. Grounder up the middle, and the Retrievers have runner on first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Gurney McForsham, who has a home run tonight. Grounder up the middle, and the Retrievers pick up another hit here. Can they have a 2-out rally? 9-4 in the bottom of the 8th. It's Sarah Donkey to the plate. 0-2 count. Checks the runner on second, safe at the plate. Oh, swing and a miss outside to end the inning. Retrievers leave 2 runners stranded as we go to the top of the 9th. Dozen rolls leading off for the Express. So a win from the Express here eliminates the wrong fielders and the Retrievers and the Sonics, because the Sonics dropped their game, and I don't think the roster sheet is updated with that result yet. Is it not? It is not yet. So barring a 5-run comeback from the Retrievers in the bottom of the 9th here, 3 teams will be eliminated. A triple kill indeed. Which also means a Liberty loss will set in stone everybody who's going to the playoffs in the heroic. Because aside from the Express, the Liberty are the only team that can still finish 500. Alright, we go to the bottom of the 9th. Retrievers need 3. Can the bottom of their order produce? Need 3. They need more than that to win here. What am I talking? They need 3 hits from the bottom of the order here. Calderon being left out, and he gets the strikeout on his 44th pitch. Buddy Stone to the plate, 1 for 3 with a double. This Express bullpen must be depleted for him to still be out there. 3-1 count with accuracy dwindling here. What goes up must come down into Kent's glove for the second out of the inning. 1 more out here in the Retrievers' postseason hopes. 1 for 3 tonight, it's Morgan Mack. Arthur Freeman looking to punch a ticket for the Express to guarantee them a game 33. That goes up the middle. Actually at 15-6, even if they went 15-17, the Express still would have had a game 33. Actually, no, the Liberty could have won out. So this right here guarantees them a chance to make the postseason. And caught by Rilo, the triple kill. The Express finished the season 500, eliminating 3 teams in the process. Final score 9-4. The Express offense roared to life today, hit 3 home runs. Retrievers had 2, but just couldn't muster the same offense that the Express had. Calderon gets the win, going even longer than the starter, 4 2/3 versus Stiff Bottom's 4. Bessie gets handed the loss in just 1 inning of work. And it's Rilo, Kent, and Brazone as your players of the game. Alright, we're done with the Heroic Conference for now. We switch sides, and we're in for an intense match here. The Serpents and the Cyclones. Do or die for both of these teams. Cyclones will clinch a playoff spot here with a win. Otherwise, we could get a lot of chaos in the Epic. Alright, let's see what the Serpents have for their lineup. English will be behind the plate for Prince. And we're good there. Play ball. And the Cyclones lineup versus the High Rollers. So Ray in left, Knight at second, Delgado catching. Where's Delgado? So Boots at first, Flower hitting 5th, Bruno in right at 6, Evans at 3rd and 7, Arroyo in center field hitting 8th, and Morales at short with Cameron Spencer on the mound. Alright, play ball. Ooh, strike 3, swing and a miss for the first out of the game.
Jacob Gibbs.
Grounded to Morales across the diamond for the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 9, Allie McWally.
That's a strike. Nope, it's that ball.
McWallis hits it high, going back, it is gone. Serpents get the party started, solo shot into left, 371 for McWallis' 4th home run of the half. It's 1-0 Serpents. Conway hits it up the middle. Center fielder can't cut it off. Runners running first, heading for second for a 2-out double here in the top of the first.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14, Josh Marzo.
Marzo grounds to Morales, throws to first to end the inning. Serpents strike here and make it a 1-0 game as we go into the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brandon Knight to the plate. Soft grounder to Graham, throw to first for the second out of the inning. Faith Delgado to the plate here. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And she's gonna get one past the infield for a 2-out single. Vern Butts to the plate, having himself a good half here, hitting .411, 4 home runs and 8 RBIs, and he's gonna ground one up the middle. Runner in scoring position for the Cyclones in the bottom of the first. That brings up Chili Fowler. Pops up to second, and that will end the inning. Cyclones will leave 2 runners on as we go to the top of the second. Barney Hensley leading off for the Serpents.
Number 13, Barney Hensley.
Oh, swing and a miss outside for the first out of the inning. That brings up Derek Klopp.
Derek Klopp.
Grounder to Morales, throw to first in time, 2 outs. That'll bring up Kindly Mess.
Kinley Mess.
Grounder tonight, throw to first in time to end the inning. We go to the bottom second. Kaysen Bruno leading off for the Cyclones. Grounder by McTwallies, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ooh, foul ball, full count. And that will be a walk. Runner on first, 1 out for Chloe Arroyo. Oh, mess with the dive, throw to second, but not in time for a double play. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. It's Malachi Morales. Oh, swing and a miss to end the inning. We go to the top of the third. It's English, Jefferson, and Gibbs to the plate.
The catcher, number 22, Castile English.
That's gonna drop into no man's land. Runners rounding first, heading for second for a leadoff double.
Now back, the center fielder, number 2, Taylor Jefferson.
There's a strike. Ball is inside.
1-1 count.
Foul.
Foul ball, 1-2 count. Grounded tonight, throw it to first in time for out number 1. That'll bring up Jacob Gibbs, 0 for 1 tonight.
Jacob Gibbs.
That's down. There's a strike. You outside. Nope, high. Strike.
Full count.
Take a base.
And that'll be a walk.
Now batting,
Ali McWally's to the plate. Hit a solo shot in his last appearance. Now he gets 2 runners on base with only an out.
Outside. Nope, it's eyeball. Eyeball.
3-1 count. Full count, runner on first.
Take a base.
And the check swing pays off. Bases are loaded here in the top of the third. Tyree Conway to the plate. Had a double in his last at bat. And now he gets the bases loaded here with 1 out. 1-1 count. And that drops into right field. Runner on third doesn't have speed. 2 outs for Crush Marzo. 0 for 1 tonight. She's been crushing it all season. And now with the bases loaded, has a chance to extend the lead. Crush Marzo hits it high. Going back, but just does not have enough. Arroyo comfortably gets under it, and the Cyclones escape unscathed. We go to the bottom of the third, and it's the top of the order for the Cyclones. And swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. Rounder up the middle. That puts a runner on first, 1 out for the Cyclones. Faith Delgado to the plate, 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Delgado rips it up the middle, and the Cyclones get 2 runners on, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Vern Butts to the plate, who also had a single in his last appearance. Tough out active for Butts. Oh, even with the tough outs, he still strikes out. Chill Fowler to the plate, 0 for 1 tonight. 2 outs, he's gonna have to rip it. Going back, it's gone. Just by a foot, the center fielder tried to jump the wall, couldn't get there in time, and Fowler takes the lead for the Cyclones. It's 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Just about as close you can get to a home run. Any less and that might have just bounced into the field of play. that'll end the inning. Cyclones with a 3-run shot in the third to take the lead here as we go into the top of the fourth.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 13, Barney Hensley.
Barney Hensley to the plate.
Outside.
1-2 count.
You outside. Oh, ball.
And the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Derek Klopp 0 for 1 tonight.
Derek Klopp.
That'll be the second out of the inning. That brings up Kenley Mess 0 for 1 tonight.
Mess.
Inside ball.
Faye Evans picks it up and throws it across the diamond to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and it's Evans, Arroyo, and Morales to the plate.
Faye Evans.
And strike 3 called for the first out of the inning. That brings up Chloe Arroyo.
Chloe Arroyo.
And strike.
And the strike 3 called, 2 outs. Brings up Malachi Morales. Morales pops it up into right, and that will end the inning. 3 up and down as we go to the top of the 5th.
Catcher number 22, Castillo English.
English rips up the middle.
Now batting, the
Jefferson
number 2,
up to bat.
Jefferson.
And that's going to go right past the second baseman. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. That'll bring up Jacob Gibbs 0 for 1 with a walk.
Count Roberts.
Count Roberts on the mound. And that's going to go right past diving shortstop. Runners running third, heading home. 1 run will score. Another runner's running third. And the Serpents have tied it up here in the top of the 5th. RBI, 2 RBI double. And it's Ali McWally's to the plate. Cyclones hand it off to their bullpen and give up 2 runs immediately. No waiting. Runner advances to third on the ground out. Tie-breaking run on third. Infield playing in against Convoy, and they shouldn't have done that because runners heading home, and the Serpents retake the lead here in the top of the 5th. It's 4-3.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14, Josh Marzo.
Marzo hits it high, going back at the warning track, and caught by Bruno for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13, Barney Hensley.
Barney Hensley to the plate.
Just a bit outside.
And that will be caught by Evans to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's Ray, Knight, and Delgado at the plate. Allison Ray rattled here in the leadoff spot. Going to be a challenge for her to get a hit. Her hope is to get an outside pitch here. Oh, swing and a miss on the slider for the first out of the inning. That brings up Brandon Knight. Strike 3 called, 2 outs. That brings up Fade Delgado, 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles. Oh, swing and a miss. That's a tough one to miss. Oh, and gets caught looking to end the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Klopp, Messon, English to the plate.
Baseman, number 20, Derek Klopp.
Foul ball, 1-2 count. And swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That brings up Kinley Mess, 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, strike 3 called, 2 outs. That'll bring up Castile English, has a double and single tonight. 2-1 count. That goes right down the middle for a 2-out single. That'll bring up Taylor Jefferson, 1 for 3 with a single.
Taylor Jefferson.
Taylor Jefferson hits it high, but it doesn't have a lot of distance, just at the warning track to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Butts, Fowler, and Bruno to the plate. LA Terrific coming in for relief. Both teams digging into their bullpen here in do or die games. That goes foul. 0-2 count. Oh, right past the diving first baseman's glove. Runner stays at first. So the tying run on first, nobody out. So take a look here. Oh, tough dive from second. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. So just taking a look at the standings here. If the Serpents win out, they're automatically in. If the Cyclones win this one, they're automatically in. And if the Serpents win this one but lose the next game, then we're in for chaos. Faye Evans pops it up, and that'll go foul. 0-1 count. Full count, runners on second and third, 1 out. Prime opportunity for Cyclones to tie, and they load the bases. 1 out, and it's Chloe Arroyo to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. She's hitting .204 on the season, 3 home runs, and 6 RBIs. Can she do it against LA Terrific here? Oh, no, she can't. Inside, swing and a miss. 2 outs, and it's Malachi Morales. He's tense and 0 for 2 tonight. Watches the slider go by. 1-1 count. Watches the slider again. 1-2. Oh, the curveball ends the inning. Dropped third strike as the catcher steps on the plate to end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and it's a 4-3 game. Butts with the grab for the first out of the inning. Grounder right passes diving first and second. Puts Tyree Conway to the plate. Strike 3 called, 2 outs. That'll bring up Crush Marzo, 0 for 3 tonight. Grounder to Morales across the diamond, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cyclones still down by 1. Terrific is tired on the mound, but she gets, oh look, Cade Keller, the pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Might have been nice an inning ago. Two count here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, and gets caught looking on the elite slider for the first out of the inning. Foul go foul, 1-2 count. Popped up into right and caught by Marzo for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Faith Delgado, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Ricardo Bernal, the second reliever here for the Serpents. Soft grounder right past the diving third, and that'll put a runner on first with 2 outs. Check swings, 1-1 count. Three, 1, runner on first, 2 outs. And that's gonna go right at the middle. Runners roll all the way to the wall. Runners heading for third. Does he have enough to round third? No, he doesn't. Not enough speed on the base paths, and the Cyclones need another hit. Tying run on third. Tie breaking run at second. Chill Fowler to the plate. He is locked in tonight. Can he do it for the Cyclones? Fowler hits it high, and it is caught by Jefferson to end the inning. Cyclones leave 2 runners stranded as we go to the top of the 8th. Still a 4-3 game. Gwendolyn Davidson takes over in left field. And that'll be a quick grounder for the first out of the inning. Quick second out here.
The second baseman, number 6, Kinley Ness.
Popped up into left and caught by Davidson to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's Bruno, Evans, and Arroyo to the plate. Luke Morrow to the plate. To the mound. Nope, not to the plate or mound. Takes over at first. Serpents getting the defensive substitute. Bernal looking tired at the first A in stamina. With his stats beginning to dwindle. Oh, tough dive from first. Morrow can't get it done. So much for a defensive substitute. It's Faye Evans to the plate. 0 for 1 tonight. She's done a great job of drawing the walk, but now she has to go up against Riley Millstream. A tier 3 elite fastball and reverse splits, and it looks like Faye is going to set the bunt down. Nope, no she won't, and instead, oh, hustles and keeps it from being a double play. Turns what could have been a bad situation into an okay one. Cyclones get a faster runner on first now in exchange for an out. Oh, Arroyo, you gotta swing at something. 2 outs, and it's Malachi Morales to the plate. 0 contact, tense, and there's 2 outs here with pressure through the roof here. Popped up, what goes up must come down, and Millstream grabs it to end the inning. We go into the top of the 9th, Serpents hanging on to a 4-3 lead.
Number 22, Castile English.
Castile English to the plate. Serpents would love some insurance runs this inning as they pop up to first for out number 1. Kenley Thornton, the closer for the Cyclones. 0 for 1 tonight. And strike 3 called for the second out of the inning. Jacob Gibbs to the plate. And that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cyclones need 1 to stay alive. 4-3, and it's the top of their order. Leading off is Gwendolyn Davidson. She hasn't gotten an RBI all season, nor a home run. Hitting 182 on the season. Already down 0-2 in the count. 3 whiffs, but she has speed. Can she make it to first? No, she can't. Brandon Knight to the plate. 1 for 4 tonight with a single. And that's going to get right past the shortstop. That's rolling all the way to the wall. Center fielder finally gets it. And that's going to be a 1-out double. Tying run on first for the Cyclones. And it's Faith Delgado. 3 for 4. 3 singles tonight. 1 swing of her bat could launch the Cyclones into the postseason. And it happens. It's high. It's far. Have faith in Delgado, cause it's gone. 2-run shot, 467, and the Cyclones storm the field as they have punched their ticket into the postseason. Walk-off shot Final score 5-4. Down to their last at-bats here, and the Cyclones get it done at home. Advance to 16-16, and most importantly, collect the final spot in the postseason. Wow. Faith Delgado with a career day here. 2-run shot, 4 hits, and the Serpents are eliminated. Kaylee Thornton gets the win, pitching 2/3 of an inning, and Millstream, the long reliever, gets handed the loss. Just could not hang on. And who else but Faith Delgado as your player of the game. 4 for 5, 2-run shot. And that saves us a lot of chaos on one side of the conference. Actually, we've already been saved a lot of chaos here because Cyclones get to 16-16. They claim the final spot, so that's another triple kill here. Serpents are out, Volts are out, and the Quacks are also eliminated. So if the Quacks are eliminated, the Stingers have already clinched the division. So this is a game we can sim then. Yeah, sim. Okay. Well, that makes things a lot easier. I'll just put in the changes for both of these teams here just for the sake of it, since I already asked them earlier. Stingers have Bassinet in for Reliable, and then Mastiff for Cohen.
And Charette, your garden into order.
Play ball.
It's time again for a weather
Quacks,
update.
I don't
But since
think
nobody
had
seems to
a
have actually
lineup,
sent
no
me a weather
changes,
update,
so
let's just assume
play
it's
ball.
awesome out there.
Vinky Vang Vang, mesh mesh. Vinky Vang Vang, holla holla. Vinky Vang Vang, mesh mesh. Vinky Vang Vang, holla holla.
Are the Astros playing today? Yeah. Well, I'll play the Astros. I'll update the board here because the Astros game is still important for the division.
Number 59, Sophia Sanders.
All right. And even then, the Quacks can't get the win. They drop to 14-18, I believe. Yep, Quacks drop to 14-18. Stingers go to 20-11. Phenoms and Heroics succeed all up. That's up in the air. Let's just take a quick look at the schedule now because things have changed quite a bit here. Just kind of see what. So Serpents Astro we're gonna play. If the Serpents win that one, then we can sim Diamond Jacks Astros, since the Astros had lost earlier in the week. Yeah, the Astros lost earlier. Sim, so Are we simming Serpents Astros? Because Astros have to win out for the division. So Serpents Astros would have to no sim here, or yeah. So 185 we're playing. If the Astros lose, then we can sim 186. We can sim 187. And then the last two games are the Liberty ones, since Liberty can still tie it up with the Express. All right. Serpents, I'll leave here. And Astros, I think there's a change. I don't recall. Let me check. No changes, nobody's juiced. So I believe we're good to go. I'll be back though in just a minute. Alright, Astros are good with their lineup. Rotation looks good. Play ball. So let me update the board here. It's the Quacks. Now eliminated. If anything, just playing. Actually, do the Quacks even own their first rounder? I don't think they do. Quacks, let's check their draft. The Quacks do not own their first, owned by the Dragons. So Dragons are now gonna get a lottery pick in this draft here. What picks do the Quacks own? They own none of their picks this season. Yikes. So lottery bound and no one to improve their team. Grounded to Mess for the first out of the inning. Popped up into left, and that will be caught by Gibbs for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Fail Barnes Wobble to the plate. Grounder to second, throw to first to end the inning. We go to the top of the second, and it's a 0-0 game.
The first baseman, number 19, Irene Conway.
Grounder to Barnes Wobble, throw to pitcher for the first out of the inning.
Now back, the right fielder, number 14, Josh Marzo.
Nope, that's outside.
So grounder up the middle for the first out of the inning.
Designated hitter, number 13, Barney Hensley. Now back, the third baseman, number 20, Derek Clark.
That's just fair, and that will be a 2-out single. Runner at third. It's Kindly Mess.
Kinley Mess.
So let's just take a quick look at the Serpents draft stocks here. They do own all their picks, and they do have a. Who else's second do they have? They have a Dragon second. So Serpents definitely have the tools to further add to their team. I'm sure they would have liked for a better season, but it feels like with just a couple more pieces, they can become a contender in the Epic. Also, just look at the standings here. So Serpents are 14 and 17. No, my goodness, did I put the Quacks on as the team? I completely fumbled that. That's not even the right team that's playing. And that's a grounder right past the third baseman. Runners on second and third. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Full count, runners on second and third, and it's a swing and a miss. 2 outs here. Bentley Thunderer to the plate. Astros need a win here to cling on to hopes for the division. A loss here and this Astros lose the division and would drop into the wild card slot.
Catcher, number 22, Castillo, English.
Not sure what. So let's see. So they could at worst drop to 4th if they lose out here. A tie would be with the Unicorns. There might be a seeding game for that one. Not 100% sure. And obviously winning out would give them the top seed, or at least one of the two division spots.
The center fielder, number 2, Taylor Jefferson.
Popped up behind home plate for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21, Jacob Gibbs.
And the third out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Weaver, Prince, and McClary leading off.
Eugene Weaver.
Ground right to Klopp across the diamond for the first out of the inning. And strike 3 called for the second out of the inning. I'll bring up Brett McClary, 0 for 1 tonight. McClary hits it high, going back, and caught by Gibbs to end the inning. We go to the top of the fourth, still a scoreless affair here. Ali McWally's leading off. I need to update that Cyclone scoreboard. Got too caught up in the do or die affairs.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 19, Green Conway.
Caught by Thunder, 2 outs. That brings up Crush Marzo.
Number 14, Crush Marshall.
Grounders to Dakota across the diamond for the third out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and it's Barnswabble, Willis, and Faulkner to the plate. Emmanuel Willis to the plate, 0 for 1 tonight. Dive by McWally's across the diamond, and the second out of the inning. Swing and a miss to end the inning. We go to the top of the fifth, and it's Hensley, Klopp, and Mess to the plate.
Number 13, Barney Hensley.
Grounder to Dakota, throw to first for out number 1. That'll bring up Derek Klopp.
Number 20, Derek Klopp.
Grounder to Dakota across the diamond for the second out of the inning. That brings up Kinley Mess to the plate.
Kinley.
Grounder to second, through to first to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's Perkins, Dakota, and Thunderer to the plate here. And that is going to drop into the outfield for a leadoff single.
Austin, Dakota.
Oh, swing and a miss. What are you doing? Gets the steal though on the low curveball. Runner goes for third and safe. Look at that. Yeah, reverse. I think reverse splits is, I think, without a doubt, one of, if not the most OP trait, because you can't counter a reverse split. And it reduces your power, it reduces your contact. Like, at least with reverse specialist, you can have a switch hitter that acts as your quote-unquote countermeasure. Oh, strike 3 ends the inning. Astros score 1, take the lead, and we go to the top of the 6th.
Now back, the catcher, number 22, Castillo English.
Right, yeah, so... No, that's not 1-0. But yeah, like, for reverse splits, the switch hitter affects them. Specialist, it does not. And strike 3 called for the first out of the inning. That brings up Taylor Jefferson.
Taylor Jefferson.
0-2 count. Tough out and K Collector active. Who's gonna win the competitive battle? McClary, and that'll be the second out of the inning. That brings up Jacob Gibbs 0 for 2.
Jacob Gibbs.
Yes, 3 switch hitters. Yes, that's guaranteed to be affected by reverse splits. That's a third of the lineup. Almost half if you have that 4th batter at the plate. And swing and a miss to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th in this low-scoring affair. Astros leading by 1.
J.R. Prince.
Klopp picks it up across the diamond for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brett McClary 0 for 2 tonight.
Brett McClary.
Foul ball, 1-2 count. And strike 3 called, 2 outs. That brings up Fail Barnswobble, 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, Mess picks it up to end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, still a 1-0 game. Noah Terry on fire here. Popped up into left and caught by Prince for the first out of the inning. Kyrie Conroy rips it into the gap, rolling all the way to the wall, and that will be a 1-out double. Doesn't even give me a chance to call out Terry's impressive stats on the season as he drops down to locked in. Caught in center field by Faulkner for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Barney Hensley, 0 for 2 tonight. K Collector active. Tying run on second, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Noah Terry at 91 pitches. Hensley battling here, fouling off 2-2, grounds it right to the Dakota, picks up the bobble, and that will end the top of the 7th. Astros still lead 1-0. Emmanuel Willis to the plate here to lead it off. And he'll drop that into left field for a leadoff single. Now bring up Kaysen Faulkner, 1 for 2 with a single. And that one's going back, and it's gone! Astros get a 2-run shot, making a 3-0 game. 422 into center for his 5th home run of the half. It's 3-0 Astros. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. And Ricardo Bernal to the plate. I'm thinking here, if this score holds and the Astros win, might just maybe because I don't know, because Liberty still have a couple games, debating whether to do their next game immediately after just to settle this part of the division. And that will drop into right field for a 1-out single. Eugene Weaver to the plate, 0 for 3 tonight. Easy jumps and safe on second. Ooh, gets caught looking to end the inning. Astros get a 2-run shot and extend their lead to 3 going into the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the third
And that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Kinley Mess, 0 for 2 tonight.
Kinley Mess.
Grounder to Thunderer, throw to first for the second out of the inning. That brings up Castile English, 0 for 2 tonight.
Hannah
Grounder to Dakota across to first to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's Prince, McClary, and Barnes Wobble to the plate. Foul ball, a 1 count. And strike 3 called for the first out of the inning. That brings up Brett McClary. That will be a 1 out single. That brings up failed Barnes Wobble, 0 for 3 tonight. Bo Whitney to the plate. Clop to second, throw to first, around the horn, ends the inning. Serpents need 3 to hurt the Astros' chances of a division title. But I'm sure at this point the Serpents would much prefer a loss. Prince with the grab for 1 out.
Fielder, number 21, Jacob Gibbs.
And strike 3 called, 2 outs. That'll bring up Allie McWally's 0 for 3 tonight. Grounder right to McClary, throw to first, ends the inning. Astros win, and final score 3-0. I think Astros are next up, so I'm feeling like we settle the division right here and now because Diamond Jacks are out. I don't think they they don't have anything to play for other than a hold on to the second seed, so I doubt there's any lineup changes there. So I'm feeling good, so let's settle this division. And Aggie, I see you're here, so I'll let you take a look at your lineup. Yep. Noah Terry gets the win, going 7 2/3. Only gave up 3 hits. It was a complete game, not complete game shutout, but a combined effort shutout here. Bradley gets the save, and Polby is handed the loss. Astros sweep. Alright, let's do this. Honest, and we'll see how I feel after this Astros game, but I'm tempted to just go all the way because I believe the Liberty game are the last ones. Let's see here. Lineup's fine. Pitcher is fine. And I'll leave this screen up for you, Aggie. So let me see here. So up, it would be Moonshot, Sonic. We can sim that. Area 51 game, both of their games we could sim. Mythic Stingers we could sim.
You're enjoying listener-supported radio. Super Mega Radio. The voice of the people. My voice.
A big bad bro knows when you need real energy, you need Bro Boom. Bro Boom energy drinks. Boom! Yeah!
Now that I think about it, the Liberty effectively have to win 3 in a row to make the postseason. Because they have to win their last 2 games here. And then they would have to beat the Express in a winner takes all game 33. Just posted, alright. Perkins in right. Prince hitting second and left. Muscles hitting third. Barnes Swabble hitting fourth. Willis hitting fifth. Where's Weaver? Weaver's hitting eighth. Faulkner is hitting sixth. So let me look at that again. So Perkins in right, Prince in left, Muscles at second, Barnswabble at first, Willis DH at 5, Faulkner in center at 6, McClary at third and 7, Weaver 8, Dakota at short number 9. And let's just check. All right, pitcher is healthy, so we are good to play. Alright, the division is on the line here. It comes down to the final game of the Astro season. 19-12 win, and they take the Phenoms division. Lose, and they set themselves up for a playoff series with the Cyclones.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 22, Tito Ruiz.
Cyclones, I believe. Yeah, Cyclones, I believe, are the 6th seed. Don't think Mythic would take the 5th seed over them on tiebreaker, I believe. Let's update our scoreboard here.
Number 11, Ernesto Fitzgerald.
We can wipe this first game up top. So out with the old, and that's gonna drop for a leadoff single for the Diamond Jacks.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 55, Lonnie Corvette.
That goes up the middle for a 2-out single. Let's just take a look here. Diamond Jacks at 11-20. A loss here guarantees them the second best odds in the draft. So I'm sure they're hoping that the Astros take care of business here. That's going into left field, going back to the wall, just bounces off, and the Diamond Jacks strike first, make it a 1-0 game here in the top of the first.
Number 10, Tim Ruiz.
If they want to tank, they sure don't look like it. A win here for them would push them to 12-20. I'm guessing the Bombers would have the tiebreaker there because they're minus 65. Grounder up the middle, and that's going to load the bases. Diamond Jack's already up 2 here.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 43, Nirvana Ferber.
Run it, everybody's going. Bases are loaded. Oh, the walk. The Astros give up another run and they're down early. 3-0 Diamond Jacks, and it's Luther Bugby up to bat. Their entire lineup has come to bat here in the top of the first. And that's going to the gap. That could clear the bases. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Runner running third. Heading home, and the Diamond Jacks make it a 6-0 game. We might have a early sim game here as we already threw the lineup. The basement dwelling Diamond Jacks showing out in their final game of the season. And that'll end the inning. Oh, Whitney, since you're here, when you get a chance, take a look at the DM I sent you and let me know your thoughts on that. Corvette across the diamond, that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up JR Prince. So Diamond Jacks roar out to a 6-0 lead. In the car, okay. Grounder. And that will be caught by Chuff Chester for the second out of the inning. Barnswobble to the plate here. Barnswobble rips into left, but that will be caught by Ruiz to end the inning. We go to the top of the second. Tito Ruiz leading off for the Diamond Jacks. 0 for 1 tonight. So just taking, that just dive right past third, and that will be a leadoff single for the Diamond Jacks. Taking a look at the Diamond Jacks, they own, what do they have? Diamond Jacks have their first and 2/3. Diamond Jacks second rounder owned by the Mythic. So the Mythic, I'm sure, are glad with their performance this season. And Diamond Jacks, so the Express owned the Diamond Jacks pick. Diamond Jacks owned the Liberty and Moonshots third. So they'll get a high first and then I say 2 middle to late third rounders.
Number 5, Dragoon Chuff Chester.
Grounder up the middle, and that is caught by Faulkner. 2 outs.
Now batting, the left field. Now pitching,
Simon Turnbull, the reliever. Top of the second for the Astros. In their division clinching game, the Astros already going to the bullpen with 2 outs in the top of the second. Luckily, from Noah Terry's performance, their bullpen should be relatively healthy here. And Turnbull shuts down the inning. We go to the bottom of the second, and it's 6-0. Yeah, Turnbull's stats are about as high as they'll get there. And you need to stop the Diamondbacks from scoring. And it's not like the Astros have another game, so you might as well use the bullpen to the fullest of your ability. And strike 3 called for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brett McClary. 0 for 1 tonight. Foul ball, 0-2 count. And strike 3 called, 2 outs. That brings up Eugene Weaver to the plate.
Eugene Weaver.
1-2 count. Check swings, 2-2. Grounder up the middle, and that's a 2-out single for the Astros. They'd love to get at least a run here to claw back from this hole they dug for themselves. And they don't get it. Fervor with the grab to end the inning. We go to the top of the third, still a 6-0 game.
Number 55, Shiny Carey. Now batting, the second baseman, number 43, Nevada Fervor. Now batting, the shortstop, number 9, Luther Bugby.
Grounder to Muscles, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Perkins, Prince, and Muscles to the plate. Joey Perkins, and that'll be caught by Hiker for the first out of the inning. What goes up must come down. And that's caught by Hiker for the second out of the inning. Grounder to Corvette across the diamond for the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the fourth, and it's Hiker, Ruiz, and Fitzgerald to the plate.
Right fielder, number 20, Wednesday Hiker.
Full count. And that's going to be a walk.
Now batting,
Tito Ruiz to the plate, 1 for 2 tonight.
Alani push-up.
Astros go to their second bullpen arm here in Alani push-ups. Turnbull went 1 1/3. Just used up too many pitches there. The Astros are hoping for a longer relief appearance from push-ups. Instead, she's gonna give up a walk, so runners on first and second. Nobody out for Ernesto Fitzgerald. That's gonna go up the middle. Oh, the dive from short. Dakota can't grab it, and the bases are loaded here. Diamond Jacks have a chance to put the nail in the coffin here. Bonnie Corvette to the plate. Nobody out. It's high. It's far, and it's gone. Grand slam. Makes it a 10-0 game, and I think that will be all she wrote on this one.
Number 5, Dragoon Chuckchester.
Because this is getting crazy out here. That one's going high again, going back, and it's gone. Diamond Jack saying we do not want to clinch the second overall pick of best lottery pick here. Make it an 11-0 game with Tim Ruiz to the plate, nobody out. And yeah, I think it's time to sim here. I'll just let this at-bat play out. Yeah, this one is effectively over.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 55.
Oh, can the Bastos at first? My bad. Whoops. Well, final score 14-4. Maybe clicked sim a little too early there, but the score holds out either way. All right, I'm feeling on a roll here, and I feel like still going here. So I think what I'll do is play the Liberty game here. And we have a couple sims here. Moonshots, I pretty sure just going to keep the lineup as is. Don't think they would be making any changes here. You're in the rotation, so looks like we are good. And then Sonic's already out. They're writing it out from here. Right, let's see who gets the win here. Moonshots get the win. Final score 3-1. Right, wrong fielders Liberty. Let them plate here. Liberty need to win their last 2 games to clinch a game 33. Wrong fielders eliminated, so I'll leave their lineup as is. Let me just see if or I could do, because they've pretty much requested suggested each time. Better not to change, just leave as is. And Liberty, I think they're also just a leave as is. Alright. Chip 4, that's their pitchers, so we are good to play ball. Just one last confirmation here. Yeah, believe it. We're on a roll today. I usually don't do this many games, but once you're in the zone, you just gotta keep it pushing. Cause so that'll be scores. Let's reset here. Grounder up the middle, and that'll be a leadoff single. Yeah, my mojo is certainly on fire right now, because normally I'd be like 4 and done, but I think because we're right here at the end of the season, so that I think that's why I'm pushing through, because if the wrong fielders win right here, we're done with the season. Everything is a sim from here on out. I need to also update the scoreboard here. Wrong fielders. Gonna have to dig into our tie breaks. Unicorns and Astros perfectly split the season series. With that, then, would that trigger a game 33? Or do we have other tiebreakers in place before then? So I know when it comes to like the seeding, we do extra games, but like for the division, does the other like in-house tiebreakers. We just dig further down. Okay. Okay, game 33 we just beat to get in. This would be for 3 and 4 seed, right? Yeah, so there would be no need for a tiebreaker game. And that's 3 up and down going into the top of the second.
The left fielder, number 4, Joe Hogwash.
Strike 3 called for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Sergio Lewis.
30, Sergio Lewis.
Popped up into right and caught by Woody Terry for the second out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 49, Hadwin Wilson.
Quick 3 up and down as we go to the bottom of the second. 4-5-6 to the plate.
Franklin Sullivan.
Franklin Sullivan, it's high, it's far, and it's gone. Solo shot breaks the tie. 4-3 into dead center for his first home run of the game. It's 1-0 Liberty. Praline hits it to center field, and that's caught by Lewis for the first out of the inning. Caught by Pollard for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Bryce Walsh. Popped up to Hogwash to end the inning. We go to the top of the third, and it's Navarro, Castillo, and Lewis to the plate.
Number 35, Pat Navarro.
Hit to Sullivan for the first out of the inning. That brings up Theo Castillo.
Theo Castillo.
Grounder up the middle, and that will be a 1-out single for the wrong fielders.
Now back, the first baseman, number 58, Danita Lewis.
Danita Lewis rips it foul. 0-2 count. 2-2 count here. Full count. Hits it into right. That's gonna drop. Fielder can't make a grab on it. Woody Terry throws it in. Keeps the runner at third. Runners in scoring position for Tyrone Pollard. 1-for-1 with a single. Swing and a miss, 2-2 count. Oh, strike 3 called. Runners heading home. Can they make it? Yes, they can. Doesn't even attempt to get the runner at home. And it's a tie game here on the dropped third strike. Runner's gonna go for the steal. Distractor working against Ford. He has 0 accuracy. Oh, doesn't matter though. Gets the strike 3 call. 2 outs. Reese Joseph to the plate.
Reese Joseph.
Check swings, 2-1 count. Pops it foul, even count, 2-2. And that's gonna go right past the second baseman, drops into right field, and the wrong fielders take the lead. It's 2-1 in the top of the third on the RBI single. Drew Hogwash to the plate, 0 for 1 tonight. Hogwash rips it right, and it's gone. 3-run shot explodes the game for the wrong fielders. It's 5-1 in the top of the fourth for Hogwash's second home run of the half.
Number 30, Sergio Lewis.
Ball 2-2-0 count. And that rips right past third. And that's going to be
Now batting.
2 outs with Hedwig Wilson to the plate. Oh, that's a bad throw from catcher. Runner's going to stay at second though, since they don't have enough speed to round the bases. Maybe, but slid into second so they didn't have time to round. Chip 4/10. And that's a swing and a miss to end the inning. Wrong fielder score 5 and make it a 5-1 game as we go into the bottom of the third. Havoc Overlord to the plate here. Playing in left field. Swings it high, going back, but it's just going to be shy of the warning track for the first out of the inning. Oh, the missed dive inch there, and it's a runner on first, 1 out. And Jake chops to the plate, and I will be right back. So I step away from the game for not even a minute, and the Liberty put up 2 behind my back as we go into the top of the fourth. A 5-3 game. What was the final score of the Stingers Quacks game? I don't remember exactly, so I wouldn't put in the sheet yet, but I feel like it was 4-2. Actually, I think I'm mixing up the Retrievers Knights game, so I don't remember what the score was. So Lawson Love, the reliever, about half stamina here. Taking over for Chip Ford in the top of the fourth. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for the steal, and they're safe by a bit. That was a bit close. 2-2 count. And strike 3 called with the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Danita Lewis 1 for 1 with a double. RBI hero in position here. Only Danita Lewis could hit 323, 9 home runs, 20 RBIs, and still be tense. Runner advances to third, so back-to-back steals. And it's a 3-1 count. Full count. And that's going to be a walk, so runners on first and third, 1 out for Tyrone Pollard.
23, Tyrone Pollard.
Runner goes for, nope, that's a sign stealer. Oh, Pollard rips it into left. That's going to score a run, make it a 6-3 game.
Now batting, third baseman, number 44, Rosh Rosales.
Crush Rosales to the plate here. 1-1 count. Pops it foul, 2-2 count. Love at 21 pitches and counting. He's looking quite tired out there. Already past the S in stamina. Doesn't matter though, as he's gonna convert a double play to end the inning. Wrong fielders score 1 and make it a 6-3 game as we go to the bottom of the 4th. That'll be the first out of the inning. That brings up Leanne Praline 0 for 1 tonight. Grounder up the middle, and that will be a 1-out single. Runner goes for it, and that's going to be a hit and run. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Tying run at the plate is Bryce Wash. Gary Cantu at 40 pitches and counting here. Tense on the mound with a tier 3 mind gamer working against him. Racing back and caught by Pollard for the second out of the inning. Runner advances to third. So you got runners at the corners. 2 outs for Havoc Overlord. Overlord rips it to Lewis to end the inning. So Liberty unable to take advantage as we go to the top of the 5th. Joseph, Hogwash, and Lewis to the plate. Rock Floyd, the second reliever out the pen for the Liberty here. Liberty need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. A loss seals the deal for them and the Heroic Conference.
Now batting, the left field, number 4, Drew Hoplock.
Oh my goodness, Woody Terry lost the ball in the sky, and that's gonna be a double off the error. Wrong fielders hoping to take advantage here, but they swing and a miss. 2 outs on the slider. Hedwig Wilson to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight, hitting 150 on the season, and he's gonna rip it. Can center fielder cut it off? No, he can't. Runners running third, heading home, and the wrong fielders make it a 7-3 game in the top of the 5th. Pat Navarro to the plate. Foul ball, 0-2 count. Check swings, 1-2 count. And strike 3 called, ends the inning. Wrong fielders score 1 and extend their lead to 4. It's 7-3 going into the bottom of the 5th. Lots of teams playing spoiler tonight. Wrong fielders, one of them. See, I think we used up all the chaos in the Cyclones Serpents game. That's where all the chaos went. Because as things hold, the only chaos is going to be the teams playing spoiler here. And that's a swing and a miss to end the 5th.
Now back, the second baseman, number 41, Leo Castillo.
Strike 3 call for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Danita Lewis 1-for-1 with a double and walk.
Lewis.
Swing and a miss, 0-1 count. Check swing, 0-2. Pops up and caught by McCoy for the second out of the inning.
Now back, right fielder, number 23, Brown Waller.
Oh, check swing right down the middle. Gets the sign stealer. That's going to drop into left, hits the wall, and that will be a 2-out double here in the top of the 6th. That brings up Crush Rosales, 0-for-3 tonight. Tier 3 distractor on second, and Rock Floyd's accuracy is in the dirt here. Crush Rosales pops it up into no man's land, runners running third, heading home, and the wrong fielders make it an 8-3 game. Starting to squeeze the life out of this Liberty season. And Whitney, correct me if I'm wrong here, but if assuming the score holds and the wrong fielders win, we should be able to sim out the rest of the season. Since this, I believe, will be the last thing unresolved in terms of who's making postseason. Popped into foul territory for the first out of the inning. Oh, Castillo with the dive, 2 outs, and it's Leanne Praline to the plate. Praline rips it right, and that's going to be caught and right to end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and it's a 8-3 game. Check swing, 3-1 count. Full count. And swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That brings up Sergio Lewis, 1-for-3 tonight with a single. What's at stake for this game? So the Liberty's playoff hopes, because they need to win out in order to tie the Express and force a game 33. A loss here completes the heroic division. Not heroic division, the conference. And that would also lock in all playoff teams. I think there's some seeding still that might be able to jockey around, but in terms of who's making the postseason, the wrong fielders win here locks in the Express as the 6th seed. Let me just take a look at the roster sheet to confirm that. Yeah, because a win here, because Express won, so they went 16-16. Sonics already lost, so they're out. And Liberty would need to win 2 games here, force game 33, and then beat the Express. So to make the playoffs, Liberty would need to win 3 in a row. Yeah, the Liberty have quietly had an okay season. Pretty much as middle of the road as you can get. They never seem, I don't think they ever had a dominating stretch, but not really much of a losing streak either.
The catcher, number 35, at Navarro.
Grounder to Sullivan, throw it to first for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Theo Castillo, who is juiced and stimulated. And that's gonna be a walk. Danita Lewis to the plate, 1 for 2 with a double and walk. Runner goes for the steal and caught at second. Well, not caught at second. What am I talking about? Danita Lewis rips into the gap. That's rolling all the way to the wall, and that makes it a 9-3 game in the top of the 8th. Liberty needs 6 now to keep their season alive. Grounder right to Wash, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Now back, the third baseman, number 44, Josh Rosales.
2-2 count, runner on second, 2 outs. And strike 3 called, ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's McCoy, Chops, and Terry to the plate. Grounder right to Joseph, across the diamond for the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Jay Chops pops it up to second base, and caught by Castillo for the second out of the inning. Woody Terry to the plate here. Woody Terry hits it to left. That's going to drop, hits the wall. That will be a 2-out double for the Liberty. They'd like to get Terry home to make their deficit a little less. Cairo Klein, tier 3 crossed up. Already down 0-2 in the count here. Check swing, 1-2 count. And strike 3 called. That ends the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Wrong fielders lead by 6.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 17, Reese Joseph.
And that'll be the first out of the inning. That brings up Drew Hogwash, who had a 3-run shot earlier tonight. Her only hit of the night. Check swing, 1-2 count. Grounder right to Wash, throw to first, in time, 2 outs. One more out in the not Liberty season. What am I talking about? Not yet. Called it way too early. Liberty needs 6 to tie, 7 to win, and keep their season alive. Franklin Sullivan to the plate here. Frost up activates. Soft grounder to Joseph across the diamond for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Leanne Praline. 1 for 3 tonight with a single. Dive to Castillo, throw to first in time, 2 outs. That'll bring up Fender Clements, 1 for 3 with a single. Grounder right to Joseph, throw to first. There goes the Liberty. Wrong fielders win comfortably. Final score 9-3. Eliminating the Liberty and saving the Express's season as they claim the 6th and final seed in the Heroic. 11 hits from the wrong fielders, a 3-run shot from Hogwash, and that despite 13 strikeouts. Liberty, on the other hand, scored 3 runs on 7 hits, only 2 strikeouts, but just couldn't muster enough offense, and of course couldn't keep the wrong fielders' bats down. Cantu gets a win, going 7 2/3, gave up 3 runs. Chip Ford handed the loss, giving up 6 runs in 3 innings. Woody Terry is your player of the game, followed by Danita Lewis and Tyrone Pollard. Whitney, I see you're in chat here. Should I just go ahead and sim the rest of the season? Because the playoffs are set. The seeding, I think the seeding could change, maybe, I'm not too sure. But in terms of playoff teams, yes, because Liberty's dropped to 17 losses. Everybody else in the wild card was below 17 except the Express, so they claimed the 6th and final spot. Sim it? Alright. We'll go ahead and start simming the rest of the season here. Kelly is juiced, but I think we still leave the lineup as is.
Bambino, Longballo, and myself walk into a bar. And that's about as far as the story can go without getting another strongly worded letter from HR. Maybe I should start a podcast for these stories. Let's jam!
Yeah, we'll just leave as is. Peterson. First year with no chaos, yeah. And then I think the walkers we also leave as is. Let me just check there. They said run suggested for their games, so that's what we're doing. Alright. Yep, we're good there. Play ball. Actually, let me just go back to the Area 51 lineup. I know they have certain rules that they prefer. Wise and right, Tang at third, Blackwell DH, Ochero at first, Fernandez at center, Gibson in left, Mullen at short, Erickson at second, Wasman at catcher. No, okay, so we gotta do the Lancaster over Wasman, Erickson over anyone else unless they're rattled or hurt. Alright. Play ball. And walkers they suggested, so let's just make sure that's suggested. Alright. Good to go then. Play ball. And after we sim this, I'll confirm the score of the Stingers Quacks game. Well, Walkers come alive in their final game of the season, winning 12-3 against the Area 51. Let's just take a quick look at the... So, Stingers won 5-4. Let's just go back real quick just to view. Yeah, Stingers won 5-4. And it'll be Area 51 versus Sonics. Alright, no one's rattled or hurt, so they stay the same. And Sonics instigates injured, so suggested lineup. Alright, play ball. First pitch swing up the middle for the Sonics.
Now batting, third baseman, number 5, Abel Tang.
Sonics made that interesting, but Area 51 pull away. Final score 11-9. Next up, Liberty and the Retrievers. No injuries here. No injuries here. So play ball.
This could be one for the record books at Sakurai Hill. Gee, golly gosh!
So Retrievers take the win here. Final score 5-1. Lottery this afternoon? I don't think so. I didn't even... What's the score of that? I didn't even pay attention. That was the Retrievers win 5-1. Alright, one more game. We'll leave this as is. Leave this as is. And play ball.
You can feel the energy rising here at Ciudad de Colores. Grab a program.
Alright. To simulate the final game of the season. And the Stingers take it. Final score 6-11. So that's 2 wins in their book, meaning they've taken the #1 seed in the Epic. Alright, look at that. We wrapped up the season in 3.5 hours. Let's just take a look at the final season standings here. Well, the Stingers had a very strong first half, and they've managed to finish the second half 500. So the Unicorn is roaring back though with a 12-4 season. Can you show the schedule? Yes. So let me get to where we had right here. All right. So we started off with the Sonics Dragons. Show top 10 stuff, yeah. Let me know once you've got the scores here. Or if you're just doing off the stream, that's fine too. I could help here with the standings. Let me. So I'll work from the back to the bottom of the schedule. So Stingers won, beat the Mythic 6-1. Mythic get the loss 1-6. Liberty lost to the Retrievers. Final score 1. Oh, that's. And Wrong Fielders. I'll just hold off on putting that score since I'm going from the back. Retrievers. Let's just double check that I put that in correctly. Yep, got that. Next is Area 51 beating the Sonics 11-9. Walkers beat Area 51 12-3.
Would you slam? Home run! Reports are coming in of an accident with the Gravy Gulp mixer mobile.
And
Sounds like a tank was punctured, and Gravy Gulp is
Area
spilling all over the
51.
road, creating a dangerously slippery street.
Vem que vem, vem, mexe, mexe. Vem que vem, vem, rola, rola. Vem que vem, vem, mexe, mexe. Vem que vem, vem, rola, rola.
Next is Wrong Fielders Liberty. That was a 9-3 game, with the Walkers. No, that's Wrong Fielders winning 9-3. Moonshots beat the Sonics 3-1.
Pra quem não entendeu nada, chegou agora. Senta um pouco e relaxa pra eu contar uma história. No de bisabou, o jeito que nós gosta. Senta tá aqui do seu lado, tem proposta. Sente o ritmo, se envolve, me diz se gosta. Senta nós descer pra pista, vê o que rola.
Diamond Jacks beat the Astros. Okay, so that's already in. And that's already in. Let me just go through here, just make sure everyone's in. Serpent's game is in. Astro's game is in. Stingers, Quacks. So Stingers won 5-4. Serpent Cyclones. That looks like to be in already. Express and Retrievers. Express 1, final score 9-4. Retrievers beat the Knights 4-2. And in turn, the Knights lost 2-4 to the Knights. Dragons Sonics. Dragons won 6-3. And the Sonics
You're
lost
listening to the home of Super Mega Baseball.
3-6.
Get the look you've always wanted with freshly harvested beauty components from Cadaver Labs.
All right, and I
Trade-ins
think
welcome.
that settles the standings. So can I switch screens here? I should be able to. Let's use it capturing it. That's not whatever. I'd have to figure out what's happening with the standings there. We'll go back to... Let's check out our league leaders. So Grin Wyatt, Ochero, Power Slide top 3 players. Titus Beck from the Knights gets the best pitching marks here. That's not someone I expected to see here. And the only pitcher for that matter to show up in the top 10. Grin Wyatt leads in batting average, home runs, and RBIs this half. Power Slide and Lewis each tie with 9 home runs. Lewis and Ochero and Hale all tying for 21 RBIs. And let's see, anything interesting here? Grin Wyatt leading all of these stats too. And in hits, Rasp Power Slide with 32. Extra base hits, Grin Wyatt 15. And Lucero and Brazon leading the league in strikeouts, 28 and 26 respectively. Seth Peck and Colombo lead the league in runs scored. Watson and Pine Dealer leading the league in stolen bases. And Ashton Brock being caught 5 times on the base paths. Bassinet of the Monstars being the only pitcher to get 4 wins this half. Titus Beck has a 1.3 ERA. And Francisco Grouse of the Bombers tied with Mackenzie Alvarez for saves this season. Lucero Panther leads the league in WHIP with a .71. Titus Beck with a .149 opponent batting average. Elliot Duncan and Jason Zhang for the High Rollers leading the league in strikeouts. Okay, Whitney, looking at the rules for the tie break in division records. Unicorns went 13-7, Astros are 12-8. So Unicorns in the third, Astros at the 4. So we'll take a look. I'll adjust the stream here just so we could take a look at the standings.
Can't decide whether you're more hungry or thirsty? Cover all the bases and chug a super gravy gulp today.
Allow me to introduce
Ryder
the
Jarvis
down-tempo
at
dudes.
14
Let's slow it
strikeouts
down
per
for a
9.
round brought to you
Musty
by
Stewart
Definitely Delicious
of
Coffee.
the
Now I
Unicorns, the
have
only
no
pitcher
additional
to
riders.
not give up a walk. And Jason Zhang with a 32 strikeout to walk ratio. Alright, those are your top 10. So let's just take a look at the standings here. Let me try to... Here we are. Checking the stream. Come on, there we go. Alright. So... let's see, is the playoff spots here lined up? Not yet, we have to take a look here. So we'll take a look at the playoff picture. Mythic are the 5th seed since they are 2-0 versus the Cyclones. So Unicorns will take on the Cyclones, and the Astros will take on the Mythic. And then Heroic Conference, that looks to be settled. Moonshots claim the 3rd, Area 51 in the 4, Monstars in the 5, and Express in the 6th. Look at that. We had the potential for a lot of potential extra games here, but everything sorted itself out. Dragons at 25-7. That's a so let's find the SSBL rulebook here and let's take a look at our tie-breaking. So the following items will be used in order to break ties in the standings to determine seeding for the playoffs. The team that has the highest win percentage against the other highest teams. If teams still tied, then run differential. Alright, Whitney, any other items you can think of doing here before wrapping up the stream? I know last season Astros and Unicorns split and tied run differential too. So after that, it's the highest winning percentage against their division. So whoever has the best record, since they'll have the same amount of games in their division.
You can now fax your Long Ballo Chops competition pictures to at supermega_radio.com/index.php_end. What a world we live in!
So the teams are still tied, and the team is the highest win percentage in their division. And since, if we just take a look here, Unicorns went so this is the total division record. So Unicorns won 5, 8, 10, 13 games. Astros won 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 games. So yeah, Unicorns have 13. So then by this rules, then the Unicorns take the 3rd spot. So I'll just rearrange that here since I'm on the website. And then Mythic Cyclones, let's just take a look at that tiebreak there. So the first tiebreak is their record against each other. How did the Mythic do against the Cyclones? So they beat the Cyclones in the first half. Oh no, that's the second half. They beat the Cyclones both half. That means Mythic get the tiebreaker there. Whoa, alright. So that puts the High Rollers to the second. Stingers get the number 1 spot in the Epic. And there's no tiebreakers needed in the Heroic. Now the tricky part here now will be filling out the losers board, because we have two teams, Diamond Jacks and Bombers, both at 12 and 20. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie at 14 and 18. Wrongfielders and Volts both tied at 15 and 17. Sonics and Walkers at 13 and 19. So I'd say Sonics and Walkers are either 21 and 20. You have your tie here for 14 and 18. Bombers are 1 and 3 versus Diamond Jacks, so in this case, oh wait, that was already, let me just,
You're enjoying listener-supported radio, Super Mega Radio.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, so Skulls of Rock are 14. We have to move them aside for now because the Sonics went 13 and 19. So, oh, but so we need a tiebreaker between Walkers and Sonics. So that's Sonics. Two. Oh, so that's what is that? So tiebreaker, and then run differential, which is -3. So Sonics get the better spot there. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Walkers would be in the 20, and the Sonics get the 21st. Losers high up right. So Sonics had the worst run differential. So Sonics are here 4th worst, Walkers are 5th worst. Or if you're just going back to 4th, Sonics are 21st, Walkers are 20th. So that settles the 13 win teams. Now I'm just gonna put all the 14 win teams together here, because this is gonna be and let's just strike out all these. So you have 5 teams all at 14 and 18. And here's our problem here. I'm just gonna move it to the side like this. No, that doesn't work. This works better. So I guess, yeah, you might have to. Okay, let's leave that tiebreaker for later then, because you could still do the first one, because if you say highest win percentage, then you just gotta look at the total record. Yeah, no, stay safe, Whitney. So let's just see. So that after 14, there's a couple of 15s. Oh wait, that's a problem, because Volts are 15 and 17. Wrong fielders are 15 and 17. They don't have any games against each other. Okay, so that'll be the second one here. So we should be able to clear it up pretty quickly. I think for now, just so that you could verify we could verify it together later, I'll leave the losers board as is, and we can figure that out later. Alright, so playoffs are set. The loser board to be determined. Thank you everyone for a great season 13. And now that the regular season is over, get ready for some playoff baseball. Wildcard week coming up here. Thank you everyone, and have a great rest of your day.